Hi everyone, my name is Mike. Welcome to 3D Technologies. I've been doing a lot of 3D printing and I've been trying new materials and found some really useful materials, but I was having a hard time working with them because they would stick to the build plate too well and I couldn't get them off right. And I had a lot of problems with various filaments that I want to kind of go over with you right now because these are really useful filaments, and it would be a shame if you had a similar experience and gave up on these filaments when they can do so much for you, and you just need to know how to use them right. And that's you know, and you don't want to not use them because of that. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of filaments. One of them is this one right here. It's called Ataraxia Soft PLA. And here you can see it's very soft indeed. It's like TPU, but it prints so much better. It prints just like PLA. I mean, I use PLA settings, um, with one exception, which I'll get to in a minute. And it does a great job of making flexible prints for me. And here's an example. This is my phone case, and I can just take it off, and it's flexible. It turned out really nice, and it works. I put my phone in it, and my phone is secured, and it works. Um, Now, I've had a lot of trouble with this filament because when I started printing it, it prints great, just like PLA, but I couldn't get it off the build plate. Uh, and this is like the first one I tried, and look, you can see the surface is all mucked up because when I tried trying to pull it off the build plate after it cooled down, um, part of the print came off with a build plate. It would just stick on too well. This is a PLA, a different PLA that I printed, and this is just regular PLA, so it was still warm when I took it off. And that's the thing. Well, you can actually use these and take them off without damaging this part, and I'm going to show you how in a minute. But this is with regular PLA, and you can see how it should come out. And this is on my phone, and that came out really well too. Um, but this is what I was getting all the time, and I couldn't figure out what to do with it. I watched a video on YouTube, and someone said, put some baby powder on a bed, and so I did that, and it still got roughed up, but now it's got all this white powder in there. It looks like it was attacked by a cocaine bear or something. So yeah, it didn't fix the problem. It stuck just as hard, and it wouldn't come off. Damaged the print while I was trying to get it off. Um, and I've had similar problems with other filaments as well. I mean, this flexible filament is really useful. You can do all kinds of things with it because of the flexibility that you couldn't do with other filaments. Like, use it for a phone case, like I showed you. This here, I printed this. This is an articulating print, but I printed this in PLA and PETG, and every time I try to take it off the bed, it would break right off the bed before I took it off because the articulating parts are so flimsy. But when I used this flexible PLA, it not only articulates, it's also flexible, and it doesn't break. You know, it just works. Uh, so I can think of a million things I can do with this type of material, and because I figured out how to use it right, well, yeah, I'll show you how that happened. But I have the similar. This isn't the only filament that you get those kind of troubles with. This is a filament here. It's called Fiber Satin. Fiber Satin by Fiberology. And it's a really cool filament because it does a wonderful job of not only hiding layer lines, but also hiding imperfections. Now this is a spool of the red that I still have a little bit of left, but the black one is the one that I really like. It looks really cool, and it does a great job of hiding imperfections, like I just said. And here are a couple of prints from that I've made with it. Um, Here is uh, the cross. It's like a Orthodox cross, and it looks fantastic with this filament. It's a big cross, yeah, and but when I printed it, I had a hard time getting it off the build plate, and you can see back here, part of it got damaged while I was trying to take it off. It wouldn't come off even when I cooled it down. On a flexible build plate, it wouldn't come off. And it didn't matter if I used glass or if I used PI, they would stick like glue. This is the other, this is the Armenian crust. And this one too, I had damaged as I was trying to take it off the build plate. And I want you to look and see, like, this really does a great job of hiding imperfections, and it looks fantastic. It's just a fantastic filament to print with. But it's a nightmare to get off your build plate. So I was like, I have these really cool filaments, and the only reason why I'm not using them more is because I can't figure out how to get these things not to stick to the build plate so much. So I tried something new. This is my Craftbot build plate, and this is the PEI sheet side, which I've been using, and it works great on PLA, PETG. Pretty much everything sticks and comes off fine afterwards. But these filaments right here, they stick and they don't come off. As a matter of fact, you can probably see some scrapes. Yeah, parts of them are still stuck there because I can't get them off. I scraped the hell out of this thing too. Um, but I found a solution, and the solution was you flip her over on the middle side. Oh my God. It just, they stuck on. I heated it 70, 75 degrees. They stick great. And I don't even have to wait for them to cool down and take them off. I mean, like that one print with a PLA, this is just regular PLA. I was able to take this off, and it was still warm. It's so warm that it kind of worked while I was taking it off. Um, but all of these things I was able to print and take off, without any issues. Uh, and I tested them. This is actually printed with that red fiber silk PLA from Fiberology that I told you about. And this is the black version of this one was the one I showed you earlier, and I was having a hell of a time trying to get it off the build plate, and this came off with no damage at all to the surface. This just worked because it was still warm when I was trying to take it off. I was testing it to see if it would come off, and it did. So these are, these are filaments that everybody can get, and they can give you great results. But if you don't know how to get them off the build plate, you're going to damage your build plate, you're going to damage your print, and you're never going to want to use these again because you can't get them off the build plate. Well, all you got to do is flip your build plate over and use the metal side, and problem solved. Hope you guys found this to be helpful. It'll allow you to unlock new materials and use them in various creative ways, which I'm sure you'll find fun and interesting to do, as I have. And these are things that you can use without having to frustrations, without damaging your build plate or your prints, simply by flipping it over to the shiny side. And that's that's it for this one, folks. If you like what you see, you can support me by buying things from my Etsy store. I'll have the link below, and I look forward to chatting with you on the next one. Take care.